Live. Welcome to On the Chain. Glad to be here. This is Jeff here with co-host Chip. Now, Chip, imagine this. Imagine sending money across borders and having no idea if it's settled, when it's going to arrive, or who's even holding up your money. Now, that's not crypto. That is the legacy financial system that we all have to deal with every single day.
Yeah, so tonight let's break down why Ripple and the XRP ledger are built specifically to actually solve that problem. Why regulators, banks, ETFs are now lining up.
Man, that's lining up. That's right. And then there's the big elephant in the room, Ripple's escrow, the Clarity Act, and whether XRP's commodity status is being deliberately delayed.
And so while Ripple is threading the needle between innovation and regulation,
governments around the world are doing the exact opposite. They're tightening control, escalating conflict, and breaking that trust between you and I.
So let's jump head first, I should say, into the shallow end. Why, Jeff? Maximum impact. Let's go. Oh, I didn't realize how much I had that, how loud I had that cranked up in my headphones. I was like, wow, blew my earphones. Hey. Look, Jeff, I got the mini ponytail going. Look at that. I'm back,
All right.
baby.
All right.
I'm back.
Yep, I just want to make this quick announcement. We have something very special for anyone that's here with us tonight. We have the Christmas holiday Badass Yetis special. Thank you, Chip, for getting all these cool little guys together. We
zoom in on those things so we can see them a little better. But we're going to be doing a giveaway, not 1, 2, 3, or 4 Yetis, 5.
But 5
special.
Yetis. Look at this guy. Look how kick-ass this guy is. Look at that. Man, you got to love that.
He's got his little reindeer bell with the bells. He's all ready, dude. He's ready to go.
Look at that. Man, and then we've got this one of the Templars from the Blue Tribe. These guys all get together to hang out, and look, he's got his winter gear on because he's got all of his stuff there. He's got his bells.
They like to dress up for the holidays, like to get festive.
Oh yeah,
which is always a little fun,
These are all cool little guys. Look at the Pathfinder, big smile on his face.
Smile. He's got a gift for you, Jeff. Look at that. He's bearing gifts. I like that. He's got a little gift in his hand. Little tree in the background. Love that.
Love the tree. It's not quite a lemon tree. It's a Christmas tree.
It's a Christmas tree with lots of lights on it.
That's right. Now here's one of the mentalists. Now he doesn't talk, but he will blast your mind. Each one of these guys has a name as well. This is Noel Null.
Noel Null. I love it.
Noel Null.
And then look at this, Jeff. What is this last one?
Pathfinder is Frostbell, 1226. And then I forgot to give all the names. The Templar is Snow Cleaver.
Love that.
And this guy here, the bandit, is Bell Snare 1225.
Nice.
And last but not least, this guy comes to us. He's the only one we've ever seen in the native I was going to say in captivity, but he's the only one we've seen out in the wild. And his name is Voidborn. He is the Badass Yetis of the Black Tribe. So far, he's the only one that's been minted. And so there's
click on him so we can see. So the Black Tribe that hasn't been released yet, but it'll give you a glimpse into what the Black Tribe. Zoom in a little bit.
Yet, but look how cool this guy is. This guy is called Voidborn. He's got a little bit of a history behind that name, but this guy, I love all these guys. Look at that. Man, this guy's got some
unreleased Black Tribe, Jeff, and we have a Purple Tribe as well.
We have a Purple Tribe as well. This is the unreleased Black Tribe. So if you get into, there's a little bit of a description with each one of them. He was not raised, he emerged. Voidborn is what remains when memory refuses to die. Born in the absence between winners. He carries no origin story, only outcomes. His presence doesn't announce itself. It settles like weight on the chest, like a thought you can't shake. The Black Tribe doesn't record victories, they leave marks. Voidborn is Evermark incarnate, proof that some forces are not meant to fade. Where he stand, history pauses. Man,
show him again. There you go.
This guy's
from the unreleased Black Tribe there.
from the
Jim D, you're just joining us. If you're just joining us, we are giving away five holiday Christmas themed Yetis. These are original one-offs. This is going to be a very special night because it's our last broadcast of 2026. We will be back with you guys probably Saturday after New Year's. Jeff and I just got too much going on with family, friends, and all kinds of events and stuff we got to deal with. So it's time to take a little bit of a sabbatical. We've done it before, so
right. Visual Vendetta would have loved being 14 and friends with Jeff playing GI Joe.
How great would that have been, man?
Man, I love GI Joe.
Now we should do a GI Joe. We'll call him GI Bob or Tom or something. So it's not going to be distracted. We'll do our own NFT series. I love it. GI Yetis, a militant Yeti.
That's right. A militant
That would
Yeti.
be great too. GI Yetis. Why not? Why not? Woohoo. See, so you got 5 chances, guys. So stick around to the end. 5 people are going to walk away winners tonight. Winners. You're all winners anyway.
Winners.
So Merry Christmas, OTC family. Merry Christmas indeed. Trump is the truth. Yeah, he's actually on tonight. And my buddy's like, my one buddy's like, you going to watch him? I'm like, bro, I got a podcast to do. What do you think this is? I think I'm going to sit. What do you think? I'm going to delay the podcast? No, man. It goes on. This is the last show of the year. We got 5 Yetis to give away. And so far we have 5 entries. That means all 5 of you are going to win unless we get more entries.
Right. It's kick ass.
So if it just stays at 5, that means everyone's a winner because
everybody's the winner.
Again, you can't win twice in the software. So let's see if anybody else will put Yeti in there. GI Simon and GI Kef. There you go. There you go. That's how it works. You see?
GI Simon.
That's exactly how it works right there. Had to turn down the aids here.
The hearing aids.
The hearing aids. Gotcha. Yeah, that was loud, dude. That was loud. Yeah, it was a little bit loud. Big shout out to Eyes Wine. He's probably burning light up a cigar tonight while he's watching.
Yeah, I was burning the fire last night. It went down to 68. Went out by the water.
Ooh, was it 68?
Nice.
I felt like it was 65, 64 last night. 9 p.m. the press talks. Well, that's good, but we're gonna be giving away Yetis by then, Jeff.
Right. Yeti.
So give us 0 after about that. By the way, I watch all the clips on the X anyway, or anything that needs to be said. I don't know what he's talking about tonight. He's doing something.
Something to do with Venezuela.
Oh, well, that's... there's so much. It's not what you see face value. None of this stuff is face value. There's deeper stuff going on, man. There's a lot of it's a lot of political under things that are going on in the background, but we're not going to get into it right now. What we're
49 countries blocked entry into the U.S.
What we're going to talk about here, Jeff, is there's a video here on bridging the gap between cutting edge tech and regulatory reality. We've got Mayuka Vadari. She's the senior staff software engineer over at Ripple X. And so she's going to kind of lead us through here. I did see her briefly. I thought I saw her at the XRP community night, but there were so many people I wanted to go talk to and I couldn't get to everybody. But how cool was that we got David Schwartz leaving the party? We got him on the live stream. That was pretty cool.
Very cool.
That was very cool. So let's listen to Mayuka here, how she explains how native programmability positions the XRP ledger as the ultimate chain for moving value freely, easily, and with regulatory confidence. So here we go. There's a whole episode of this, but this is just an outtake. Let's do it.
Sure that we make the XRP ledger a place where projects, companies can transact more freely, transact more easily, but can still satisfy all their compliance and regulatory needs.
Programmability on the XRPL. There you go. And Mayuka's I like the fact that she's very active on X and puts on a lot of cool stuff. And she responds to people too. Like, she's super active. She's not just sitting around doing nothing, right? So I really kind of like that she's super active, because not everybody is, not everybody has time to be, that active. There's a lot of people. Luke Judges is another one who's an up and comer. Oh, he's really starting to get some traction. Now he's everywhere, man. This guy likes my posts. I like his posts. He comments everywhere. I just love to see people from Ripple who are super actively engaged with the community, because let's face it, it's all about the community, Jeff.
It is. It's all about the community. It's all
All
about
about the
us.
community. And somewhere else, I mean, everyone's starting to really understand how big this XRP community is. And we're hearing that
Pretty,
quite a bit. I'm seeing it like with
mm,
other chains, like what are the most engaged chains? Like who are the most engaged communities? People know it's XRP.
mhm.
Rabid, crazy people on XRP, but there you go.
Crazy, crazy
And
people.
look at this, Jeff. G Treasury. This is an acquisition by Ripple. They're still waiting. Are you still waiting days for cross-border settlements? Finally, time to wave the goodbye to the old treasury management. Corporate treasury has been stuck with the same limitations for decades: trap liquidity, slow settlement, excessive payment costs, digital asset
Waiting.
infrastructure changes without the hype or risk. And this is like,
That
Jeff,
was
we've talked about this so much, but adding the
so
treasury capability, pairing that with Ripple, being able to move cross-border stuff, being able to have the liquidity, everything. And you can see why Ripple acquired G Treasury, because of the problem with liquidity. You talked about this, about the slow settlement up front, Jeff. That's all the things that make it really a pain in the ass. So this guide breaks down how proven solutions deliver the 24/7 settlement versus waiting for banking hours. Can you believe that that's still happening in treasury management? 60 to 90%
great.
lower cross-border costs versus your traditional type
Traditional
of
rails
rails.
are broken.
The
Trump said
traditional
their
rails,
traditional are broken. Said
it's
traditional finance is broken.
it's broken, man. It's super broken. I mean, there's so many things about broken. One of the things that I don't want to get into politics here. We'll talk about something, but complete flexibility versus vendor lock-in. So just
Yes.
just a ton of stuff. So they
And
get
the way
into
Chip, the way you see progress being made, and it could be sideways progress, but YouTube is starting to pay out distribution in PYUSD,
is that the PayPal?
PayPal.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
I was just watching, and Galgatron was bitching about PayPal that he had to send a payment. He was saying, I had to make a payment. I didn't want to. I asked if they had crypto, and I'd pay him $100. Cost me $5 to make the payment because he used PayPal. I'm like, well, why didn't you use PYUSD? He goes, well, couldn't do that either. And then I said, well, if you're gonna
Mhm.
send it with no fees, if your bank
Mhm.
account's connected to Venmo, it's no fee, or you can use
Or use Zelle.
Zelle. He says, well, thank you for the tips, but that's not it.
That's
Now,
why crypto isn't really needed.
I'm going to read this opening here, but he says, so on the G Treasury, this is a beautiful guide, by the way, easy to understand. It says, if you're a CFO or treasurer, you've likely been bombarded with cryptocurrency technology, blockchain white papers, promises of revolutionary change. Yet beneath the hype lies the fundamental question: what does digital asset infrastructure actually mean for my treasury operations?
Right.
When should I care? And at Ripple and G Treasury, we spent years building, operating digital payment infrastructure for 300 plus financial institutions globally. We've moved real money. We've met real compliance regulations or requirements. We've solved real treasury problems. This practical guide shows you how to get it done. How can this improve my liquidity management, reduce costs, and prepare? I mean, basically everything you teased in the beginning of that. But we're not going to go through the whole guide, but I will tell you that after just skimming this, it almost looks like they took a giant blog white paper and ran it through ChatGPT. And how I would say is like, summarize this for me. Just give me the bullet points and the main things. And that's kind of like what it is, Jeff, right? I mean, that's what it looks like. It's like, here's the conclusion,
It's a
buzzwords
lot
to
easier to
business.
understand. Yes.
Yeah, it's easy to understand. You're not sitting there reading a freaking white paper. They've already chat GPT'd it for you. And so
Mhm.
it's super easy to understand,
It is perfect.
which
I
is
like
good.
I like breaking it down to that simplicity, to the bullet points. You start reading through paragraphs, sometimes it gets a little too complex. Got to be very
Dude,
specific.
I'll be honest with you, man. I mean, like I have to summarize everything these days. Like, just sum it up for me. I don't have the mental acuity. That's why I love X so much, because it's still little snippets of things to read. But when you click on a link and then you go through a website, I'm just like, I put it in the chat or I put it into Claude. I just say like, hey, summarize this. Talk to me like, like I'm a 10-year-old. Like if it's real complicated, explain, give me an analogy or something.
Yeah,
Just have
so
to. It's too much reading, Jeff. If I wanted to read, I'd go
it's
back to school.
a lot a lot of reading. So, I was at a trade show last weekend, and we're out there on the floor talking to people, and in my mind, I'm like, that's okay. My conversation's being recorded. I'm just gonna grab it, throw it into Crisp, or take the Crisp script, throw it into ChatGPT, and get a summary. Then I realize that I'm standing there having a conversation with somebody, and I'm like, oh shit, how am I gonna remember stuff? And
Right.
I'm like, I got to take some notes to see if I remember what we talked about. And then I'm like, what do I do with the notes? How am I going to get a nice summary from my notes? Obviously, that you could take a picture, throw it into chat, and get a better description of everything that you talked about, and then have something you can send them. But as I was talking to the person, not taking notes, I'm like, oh no, don't, like, in the back of my mind, because always being on a phone call or a video call, everything's always being recorded in the background. You can grab the script, summarize it, do whatever you want
Jeff,
with it.
you got to hit record on your
it's a
phone.
wake
You
up call.
got to have it ready, and you record the entire conversation. Then at the end, you put the person's name in there. You go, listen, this is a really important conversation. You mind if I just record it so I can run it through ChatGPT, get the transcript, and run it through later? Because, but you're right. We rely so heavily on that, on calls and stuff.
It's insane.
That you're like, oh God, it wasn't recorded. What do I do? I wasn't taking notes. Sometimes I try to take notes, but then I'm not listening to the person, which is a pain in the ass too, you know?
And then you go back and you want every little detail and it's not there.
Right. It's crazy. Like, and you're so excited when you get the transcript and then you can summarize it. You can give me the takeaways, who's doing what. And you put that in an email and you look like amazing. I mean, everyone knows it's AI today, but AI has helped me so much. Let's talk a little. Let's segue out of football. So let's go Buffalo. I love that. Also, well, look. I mean, I watched the game last night. Pittsburgh just destroyed. I said they would destroy Miami. Miami didn't even wake up till the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. A little bit too late. They just. I mean, Tua's. He's not. That guy gets paid $53 million a year. He's one of the worst quarterbacks ever. So yeah, the New England game was just fun to watch. They were up 24-3. And they were up 21, and then they scored. It was 21-7, then it was 24-7, and they're saying the refs made some bad calls. Well, the one of them, they caught this pass downfield and bounced off the ground, and that wasn't taken back. There was another, and Buffalo had a touchdown called back. But they're just bitching about this one thing. It would have been an interception. I'm like, look, dude, you're up 21 points. One bad call, even if it was a bad call, the tie always goes to the offense. If you both come down, if you come down with it and they both have it, then when you get off the ground, the guy pulls it away and says, "Oh, I got the ball." The tie always goes to the offense. It's always worked that way. So KC is out, ASC up for grabs. Well, that is true. It just goes to show you that Drake May, of all the accolades, they've always been ahead on all the wins this year. And when you had the chance to lead your team for the first ever comeback, from being down, couldn't do it, and got pressured. The pressure got to him. He made a lot of bad throws, and of course Joey Bosa at the end got him. So there you go. Not too much football.
All you get.
A little bit.
Hey, so name can't be blank. Listening over there on X said, "Nice new background."
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and the Open, we've got like several of them. We generally only play the one, but we've got like a bunch of them that have different music and stuff. So yeah, I knew it was XRP Rocks. I recognized you, dude. I knew it was you. The Luna. Why'd you change the Luna X? Luna X. I don't know, man. I think you gotta do better than that. Unless that's your name, that will be cool. So here we go. Let's go. Reese Merrick. You want to take this one, Jeff? This is Reese Merrick. He Senior
Executive Managing Director of Middle East and Africa. Ripple, all views of my own. Imagine making a cross-border payment and having zero visibility on when or if that transaction will settle. And that's kind of what we said in the beginning. At Ripple, we're revolutionizing cross-border payment, utilizing, I think that's spelled wrong. That's spelled
well. He's
incorrect.
He's English.
I know. I'm just.
It's not spelled the American language. There's more of us. We took over the language. It's ours now.
We corrected the language. Utilizing.
Yeah, it sounds better to have a Z. Utilizing. Utilizing. No, utilize.
Utilize.
And then if you're there, you say X, Y, Z. What is Z? It's Z, baby. Come on. It's Z all day long. Z.
Z as in zebra.
Z as in zebra.
I don't think I got to the end.
By the way, I got a chance to hang out with Max Avery when I was at Ripple Swell, and he's a very, very cool dude, man. He's putting together an event next year, Jeff, and he wants us to attend his event in Texas. But this guy is super smart, super savvy. Really, really cool to meet him in person. Just really had great conversations with him.
So here we are, utilizing the XRP ledger to do what? To do what now? We never got to the end of that statement.
Hang on a second. I'm pulling that up because, yeah, here we go. Because there's a comment I want you to read after this. Why what he's commenting on.
Oh, so yeah. Now, if we use the XRP ledger It's secure, efficient, ready for enterprise use. A lot is really revolving around the enterprise build out utility of the XRPL, of what Ripple's building. Makes a huge impact, but that also brings Main Street adoption, because the more enterprise level use of it, it's all behind the scenes. And Chip, you and I have always said this: nobody cares about how the car runs. You just want to turn the key and go. People at enterprise level, they don't care how it works. They just want to plug it into their scenario, and then their users, from enterprise down to consumer, think the consumer cares what's going on in the back end. They're like, shit, I just want to get my money. I want to get it from point A to point B. I just want to make sure it's cheap, and I want to make sure it can happen instantaneous, and that's it. And tell me where it's at. So very, very clear. VOD says, I've worked in banking, FX, settlements for 30 plus years. Man, not much has changed.
Nothing.
Apart from the system we use to add efficiencies. We get asked by clients daily, when will our payment reach our account? It's always a guesstimate. We have several banks in between. It could be, you can do a bank wire, it could be 4 hours, it could be 6 hours. You can do an ACH, same day, it could be next day, it could be 3 days. Sometimes you just never know. You just
take this one, Jeff. This is his response.
So similar story from my side. And you and I said that a lot, that whole experience that we've been.
And that's Reese Merrick commenting on what Jeff just read on VOD.
So he said, before joining Ripple, I spent 10 plus years in FX dealing with payments for large enterprise customers. There was nothing worse than getting a call from a customer asking me where their funds were. And I mean, it's like a daily occurrence. It's insane.
No.
All you can confirm is that the payment had left our bank, and hope the payment cleared before they get called back to chase it again. And that's what it is. It's always about, hey, did you get it yet? Did it go out yet? Was the wire sent yet? When do you think we're going to get the wire? Well, you're going to get it today or tomorrow. Well, what if I don't get it tomorrow?
And there's no transparency, so you don't know. Like, they're asking you, like, where is it? And you're thinking the same thing. Like, I don't know. You think I just press? You think I can log into a system and say? It's not like when your Amazon package and it says it's at the facility, then it's the driver's en route, then it's 10 stops away. There's none of that. It's just like you go, I don't know. You check the same system and it doesn't show the payments there, and nobody knows. I mean, this is your Swift for you, right? This is your garbage ass stuff, and they're going to have their own blockchain and do this. I don't care. Look, the banking cartels are going to hang on to their legacy stuff. They're going to try to get with it. The bottom line is most of the banks will defect anyways, because they're going to go to something like a Ripple solution that has everything you need, custody. Yep. Then they just got to prove for their banking license. That's another thing we'll talk about. But their banking license, not a real bank, but an institutional bank, they have everything covered. You go to one place, you can get it all done. You don't have to do other stuff, which is fantastic.
That's it.
Then Jungle Inc. brought this. This is interesting. He brought this question up, this dilemma, saying, is Ripple's escrow blocking commodity status? Under the new proposed Clarity Act, a blockchain is only mature if no entity owns more than 20% of the supply. Ripple holds 40% roughly. To officially shred the security label under this bill, Ripple would need to reduce control by nearly half. So how do they get there without impacting price? Do they burn it? Accelerated distribution, new custody setup. Let's hear your theories below. And this guy,
distribution.
Tim Faith No Over Fear says, isn't it possible the escrowed XRP is not considered owned? Otherwise, what happens to an entity who owns 19%, purchases more, and has 21%? Does the asset suddenly become immature? Yes, and I think that is the case. They don't technically own it because it's an escrowed account, and an escrow account is to release to either institutional or exchanges. Maybe.
Well, the escrow, when they release it, they take out $1 billion, and then they do what they want with it. If they can sell it, use it for development, and whatever's left, they put back, and it keeps rolling the 55th month, and it's constantly in that cycle.
Yeah, so it's technically, I don't think it's technically owned. Mick Nose, who's from down under, we had a chance to meet Mick because he was one of the organizers for the conference we attended last year. He says maybe 20%'s already been allocated beyond the NDA. Ha ha ha. So, and of course, Andrew Pierce, who gave us a nice gift, some Vegemite. He gave me some Vegemite little biscuits, which are really good. I really like the Vegemite. I brought some Vegemite home and I used it all, but we, after being schooled on how to use it properly with a little butter, most people spread it out and they're like, no, that's not the way to do it. little dabs, a little bit of butter, and then it's pretty good. I don't know, Jeff, you didn't care for it as much as I did.
It was all right, but I wasn't gonna run out and buy any anytime soon.
So Andrew Pierce, who goes by Darwin Boy, pretty sure that Ripple doesn't actually own all the escrow. It's fairly logical to assume that enough of it's already sold on option contracts that Ripple only owns between 15 billion to 20 billion XRP. The 20% ownership idea has been around before the case of the SEC finished. Yeah, so I don't think they're going to be in trouble, and definitely knowing what's coming up with this law, they wouldn't wait to the last minute like, oh no, what do we? They know what's in the bill. So I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. But it is an interesting point that in this bill that if you own so you got you always projects have 30% owned by the founders. It can't be owned by the people who are running the project in order to be decentralized. They want 80% or more for you not to be. Now, the other part of it, owning the digital asset doesn't necessarily mean it's not decentralized, right? It's more about because technically speaking, it's what the asset does. But again, I think it's a good sort of a number there, 20%. I think it's fair. I think it should be somewhere in that neighborhood. And Doppler Finance, Jeff, this is a huge win right here, a huge get. We have Doppler Finance says we're pleased to announce partnership between SBI, Ripple Asia. Now, Ripple, if you know SBI, it's one of the bigger financial institutions over there, and they are an early investor in Ripple, the company, going back to, I don't know, 8-10 years ago. And they're basically they're partnering with Doppler Finance, and they say together we'll explore collaboration of the XRP-based yield infrastructure and real-world asset tokenization and on the XRP ledger, advancing institutional-grade finance and XRPL. And if you think about it, someone like a Doppler Finance, which get into XRP-Fi, if you want to call it that, and also tokenization, they kind of are a competitor to Ripple, not on a level that Ripple is. Ripple's kind of looking at other things. But again, when I see DTCC come out with announcing one of their partners, and I go, who is this partner? I've never heard of them before. They're going to have multiple partners, but to be able to tokenize, more than trillions of assets. I forgot exactly what the final number is, but it's pretty amazing. But SBI, Ripple, Asia, this is a big deal, man. It's a really big deal. So, because remember, Ripple's not in the DeFi space, but they're in the tokenization space. But the real world tokenization and also, yield infrastructure is huge. It's a big deal.
I really like to see what SBI is doing, but Asia's already, number of steps ahead of us. I mean, they're really a couple years ahead of us in terms of progress, regulatory, the banking space, just everything kind of stacked together. They've already made massive progress. You look at what's going on in Japan, in Korea, and elsewhere. It's really impressive.
Oh, massively impressive. And here we go. Here's a video. I just wanted to talk about we're going to talk a little bit about the XRP ETFs here. Here we go.
The chart of the day is presented by Crypto.com, the leading crypto platform trusted by over 100 million users worldwide. Let's take a look at the chart of the day. XRP spot ETFs have shown remarkable strength over the past month, recording 30 consecutive days of net inflows since their launch on November 13th. This uninterrupted streak vastly outperformed both Bitcoin and Ether ETFs, which have experienced multiple days of outflows during the same period. The U.S. listed products have attracted fresh capital every trading day since launch, lifting cumulative net inflows to about $975 million as of December 12th. Total net assets across the products have now climbed to roughly $1.18 billion. The steady stream of capital suggests these products are appealing to investors seeking differentiated crypto exposure within regulated vehicles and may be used for structural allocations rather than tactical trading. As of time of recording, XRP was trading at $1.91, down nearly 4% on the day as the broader crypto market remains under pressure. That's it for today's chart of the day. I'm Jen Sanasi. We'll see you next time to unpack more of the data behind top news stories.
Yes.
Look at that, Jeff. Isn't that something? There you go. So who commented on this? But Brad Garlinghouse, he said that CEO of Ripple said 30 straight days of net inflows for XRP spot ETFs. That is impressive. And they've been really leading. And it's so funny when you see that when people have a shot to do, they've kind of been breaking the records over the Bitcoin and then the Ethereum. But I think a lot of it just has to do with newness. It's something new. And of course, I think there's a lot more publicity about XRP these days. So people, it's on their radar. People still ask me, how's Bitcoin doing? Huh? You have all that Bitcoin. How's the Bitcoin? I'm like, they only ask about Bitcoin. They don't necessarily ask about Ethereum or, any of the other, coins out there. And I guess it's just part of it's almost like Kleenex. You don't ask somebody, may I have a tissue, please? You say, I'll have a Kleenex because it's the brand name, but there's tons of people that make tissues, right, Jeff? So I guess Bitcoin is like the name for finance. Is. Also, I wanted to give this announcement too, that if you guys haven't joined the ZAO yet, it'd be a good time to join it. We're up close to 600 members. Once we reach 1,000 members on the ZAO, remember, it's a voice for the community. There'll be projects you can vote on. You can write proposals and vote on it, but it gives you a voice in how you can shape the future community. Here's another one from Strobe Finance, another sort of platform that you can earn yield. So you can now do more with your XRP. So what the concept behind this is, you can basically deposit your XRP on Strobe and earn yield on your XRP, but you can still keep your ZAO voting power, because the way the ZAO works, once you sign up, it's $10 USD, the equivalent paid in XRP of US dollar. And then once you pay, you become a member, and then you can log in. There'll be proposals. There'll be a lot of things we're going to be able to do. And then also the other thing too is there's going to become what's called the a hub that's coming, and that'll be for VCs and devs and all kinds of people to go in and then be able to interface. Because right now, trying to find, you have a project, you might be a money guy or an idea guy, and you're looking for people to team up with, and it's a wreck trying to find people. It's just it's a disaster.
That's right.
So Jenna put this out here. So the integration, what does it do for ZAO? A new integration ensures your wallet's fully recognized, even if your assets are being held on chain. So there's going to be a lot more of this. Another big announcement, it was integrated with Zaman. So if you have the Zaman wallet, you can go sign up for ZAO. And now you can, they've also connected the Bifrost wallet, because a lot of people are using Bifrost for their Flare.
Multiple wallets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so all you have to do is go to ZAO.com here. Let's see, I will copy and paste this in here, and let me go ahead and basically there's a how-to button, but you just click join. There's two different ways to get in. Oh, I'm gonna have to hang on a second. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go to here because I'm already logged in, but I'll show you what that looks like in a second. But you just click join ZAO, and you can either log in, you can connect with your Zaman wallet, or you can connect with the Bifrost wallet. And so if you connect with Zaman, it'll pull up a little thing that you scan. You guys are probably used to seeing us do this. You scan that with Zaman, you'll go back and forth until you go ahead and transfer the payment. Then the payment's in there, and then it will be able, snapshots will be done on a monthly basis. And that way your snapshot will tell, based on how much voting power you have. But again, to stop whales, that's why we need to get to 1,000 consensus, because on the ZAO, because of that, for that very reason. So this is what it looks like when you're in there. So my voting power right there is 21 tokens, because this is a wallet that I have just for this. And here we go. So it'll tell you what the voting power is. You can see it's up to 562 members. Treasury balance is 3,000 XRP, which is almost $5,500. These were two test proposals. They've both been nullified because you can't technically vote until we get to 1,000 members. And there's a way to keep whales, even if you have 2 million XRP, you're not gonna get that far ahead of anybody else. It's based on it's 0.001, I think, is what.
So you can connect whatever wallet you want, as long as it.
Right now, you can connect to Bifrost or Zaman.
Bifrost or Zaman.
I think this one is I think this is my Bifrost one, or I don't know which wallet this is. But again, you'll be able to write proposals too. Suppose you have an idea, maybe it's for the greater good of the community, but you write these, and then people will vote on them, and then decide exactly how that's. Now the other thing too is if at the end of the year And again, the hub will be a paid service. So as the XRP accumulates and as membership accumulates, if there's money left in the coffers at the end of the year, then you can elect to have that redistributed back. And this is something you can pass on, right? So this is something that you can't, once you get the NFT, NFT has to be in that wallet. That's how it knows the snapshot. So when you purchase the $10 in USD, but I would encourage everybody to do it if you're interested in growing the ecosystem, if you're interested in the future development, if you're interested in new projects, even if you're interested in writing let's say a proposal. That's something that I'd highly recommend, because it's, again, it's
writing a proposal.
Jeff, I can't wait for your proposal. I know what your proposal is. Don't give it away, but I know what your proposal is.
Give it away. It's going to be good.
I think it's a good one.
Hey, this is off to Christopher Clark. He said, tried to sign up and had complications connecting my wallet. Were there any bugs in the beginning?
There were a couple of bugs in the beginning, but it had to do more with the problem is a lot of people were signing up with Zaman and it hit a rate limit on the API, and that's why you're getting some issues. So I would try circling back around, and I think you'll find that it's going to be pretty good. Jeff, there's somebody at my door. I'm going to go see who it is. I will be right back. Give me a second here.
Well, while you do that, we did correct some ordering. If anyone was trying to order Badass Yeti coffee, there was a glitch in the matrix, and we found out what it was. There was an issue from a regulatory perspective on our labeling, and so the labeling wasn't being printed out, and so so coffee was ordered over the past few weeks. Things got stuck in queue, and we got it all sorted out. So I am going to play this here. We're going to answer something from Dean Robinson here in a minute, but I do want to get this going here, and it's brought to you by Badassery Coffee. That's right, badasserycoffee.com. Here it is.
$5 for a latte. Half of that feeds some hipster's avocado toast habit. Quit financing coffee fads you don't need. It's time to rebel. Your badass great-grandpa had only one tin cup and brewed his coffee over an open fire. We roast to order, ship free, and keep every bean bold enough to wake the dead. Or at least your 9 a.m. meeting. We make coffee that punches Mondays in the face. Badassery Coffee. Fresh, fierce, great. Roasted fresh, shipped free. Chaos pending. Order now at badasserycoffee.com. badasserycoffee.com.
There we go. badasserycoffee.com. You got to love it. So anybody out there, if you were planning on ordering, then let's get it going. Trump's at Chip's door. That's very possible. John Doe, the coffee is good, and it's from our boys. That's right. We love Badassery Coffee. And we did rebrand it, if you guys were also wondering, hence some of the issues with the labeling. But it was Badass Yetis Coffee, and now it's just Badassery. We have a whole bunch of Badassery, like that URL. That's right, badasserycoffee.com. So going to see a lot more coming out of Badassery, not just the Badassery Coffee, as we rebrand all of the different product that falls under Badassery. So there it is right there, Badassery Coffee.
Did you play the video, Jeff? I'm sure you did.
I did. Yep. Dean Robinson was saying, you guys are sharp and honest. I just need some help understanding the value lost, because his question was XRP is winning. ETFs have done nothing but drive the price down. I understand the market drop, the value loss. I don't. How about some help understanding with an explanation, please? Is there anything that we can add to that? And so actually, I like how some commentary comes up, but Jim D said, Dean, it's hinged to leverage BTC tanking in price as megawatts attack Sealer's BTC hoard mega whales. So we see a lot of everything's tied to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin hits 120,000, the market's shifting into positive. Bitcoin pulls back to 86,000, the market's shifting back into red. That's just how it is right now, and so
that's how it's always been, but over time,
much of it is right over time, and it doesn't happen instantaneously at every time. Much of it is still speculative. Hence, we talk about utility. ETFs brought Bitcoin to the precipice to where it was at 120,000. ETFs just rolled out on XRP. I think it's going to take at least 6 months to see momentum build up in the ETF market on XRP. And they rolled out multiples. They had the Solana. They have others that are in the wings, not just XRP was big for a little bit, but we're going to start seeing the big ETF still Bitcoin. And it's because it has name recognition.
It's the
But
master.
it is.
It
It
moves the market up. It moves the market down.
Right.
Everyone talks about the decoupling. Look, decoupling
It
is
isn't
maybe in the
happening.
future. It's not happening. It
Yeah,
hasn't
not
happened.
yet.
You can follow it to a. I like he likes the breakfast blend too. Breakfast blend and brewed awakening.
Oh, look at that.
Which
Visual Vendetta is saying, I can't wait to get Bitcoin, or when Bitcoin gets decoupled from the other cryptos. Yeah, it's going to take lots of time. There it is right there. Brewed awakening. Course ground. Got to correct the course. What happened to Chip? We lost Chip.
No,
Yeah.
for some reason I had like some spot out, but no, this is my neighbor. People were saying Trump's at the door. No, he wasn't at my door. No, it was my neighbor ran over. I had the wrong. You know how they put the wrong mail in there. He's like, "Oh, it's your mail," and it's like junk mail. It's like, okay, great. I'll throw out the garbage. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for bringing the garbage.
No,
yeah, let me walk you out to my garbage can.
No, it's funny because I texted my neighbor. I go like, "Hey, there's a couple of things." They go, "Is it from the bank? Is it from this? Or is a thing that?" Yeah, you go throw it in the garbage. I was like, "Thanks, okay." It's like put it right in the freaking garbage, right in the old freaking garbage, man.
In the circular file.
In the circular file, yeah, circular file.
Put
it in your Rolodex. I like people that still say Rolodex, Jeff. Those people kill me.
I keep my.
I never even had a Rolodex. I'm old, but I never had a Rolodex. I hate Rolodex. No, dude. I kept the book. I had a book and.
Chip, is it cell phone or mobile phone?
It's mobile phone, dude. It's been mobile phone since day one.
But
for
I
me.
still say cell phone. Who says car phone? I'll tell you from the car phone.
I'm not that old. I'm way older than that. I remember I had a car phone. It was a piece of shit junk.
Did you have the bag phone?
Too expensive. Yeah, it was the bag phone. It was the one where you had the big battery and then you had the antenna you'd put up. It was something not worth a shit.
The bag phone.
It's really not worth a shit at all, dude.
The Rolodex. Did you have a Franklin planner?
I did have a Franklin planner, dude. Those were great.
I loved my Franklin planner.
No, the Franklin planner was fantastic. By the way, you see my Josh Allen bobblehead right there?
Yep, there it
is. Fantastic. Yeah, you gotta love it. And the lemon tree.
The lemon tree and the
lemon
and the cube.
Yeah, Jeff's set. We're redoing Jeff's set too, so he'll have a new set piece pretty soon too. Maybe we'll roll it out in the new year. Probably be cool.
We're gonna go with a lime tree. We're gonna have lemon and limes.
Lemon and limes, baby. Making lemonade. Give me lemons, I'll make some lemonade.
Bitcoin miners can barely break even at current Bitcoin prices and are shutting down, depending on energy consumption. So it was interesting when we had Michael Carbonara here with us last week. So I had him at the event the following night. That went over really well. Last Thursday was fantastic. Got to hang out with him a lot more. It was amazing. Didn't expect, just super low key, real nice, easy to get along with. We talked about a lot of different things. But it was interesting because, he was mentioning that, his involvement in crypto and, having crypto miners and, involved in the financial infrastructure, working with exchanges. He talked to us about, we've been working with Ripple, all the different projects that he'd worked on. But now, Jim's D is talking about the miners. I guess my point is that he actually has his miners running off hydropower. So that's, really important. Plus, I think we're going to see more and more transition to Bitcoin mining in and around hydro, in and around nuclear, because it's almost like unlimited power, right? It's just wasted power if it's connected to hydro or connected to nuclear. Nuclear doesn't all of a sudden just run out. Typically wasted power. Dean said, I bought in one day before the lawsuit, so I have the road bumps for a long time. I think we're so close. I believe in good tools, and I think XRP kills bank fees along the long road. It's going to change a lot of things. Things are definitely heating up.
Yeah, 100%, man. So I thought we'd just break into the president's speech here for a second. See what he's got to say. Put it on
Oh, yeah.
pause.
Out here.
Think of ruin.
Do you hear it?
The last administration and their allies in Congress looted our treasury for trillions of dollars, driving up prices and everything at levels never seen before. I am
this is
bringing
good.
those high
Watch the
prices
rest of it.
down and bringing them down very fast. Let's look at the facts. Under the Biden administration,
I feel like we should see a Yeti in the background with all that Christmas stuff going on, Jeff, because we got the Christmas Yetis today.
I'm surprised
car
he doesn't have
prices rose 22% and in many states 30% or more. Gasoline rose 30 to 50%. Hotel rates rose 37%. Airfares rose 31%. Now under our leadership, they're all coming down and coming down fast. Democrat politicians also sent the cost of groceries soaring, but we are solving that too. The price of a Thanksgiving turkey was down 33% compared to the Biden last year. The price of eggs is down 80%.
It was $1 a pound here, Jeff. I think it was something like that, or some crazy amount.
2% since
I
March,
didn't
and everything else is falling rapidly. And it's not done yet, but boy, are we making progress. Nobody can believe what's going on. Here are just some of the efforts that we have underway. You will see in your wallets and bank accounts in the new year. After years of record-setting falling incomes, our policies
The
are
removal of
boosting
the
take-home
IRS.
pay at a
Oh, wait,
historic
97.
pace. Under Biden, real wages plummeted.
I wonder if
by
he's going to probably talk about the $2,000. Don't even give $2,000 back to anybody. Get rid of the IRS for people making $150K or less. That's relief. You have the vote. We'll crush it on the midterms. You
That's
know,
it.
this is what he's
Well,
trying to do. Is like, and the other thing too is you don't have to go to the Fed anymore and beg for money and then have to pay interest on it. This is the money that the first time the government since 1913 is generating money. We used to, the old joke used to be, Jeff, is like, well, what does the government make? Nothing. It just takes. It doesn't make. It takes. Well, guess what?
Right.
It's now. And people were, you know, the nut job mainstream media was calling it a. They weren't calling it a distribution check. They were calling it a stimulant check. A stimulant check is when you borrow from the Fed and give it to people to wink, wink. You know, I did something for you. This is not a stimulus check. This is what he's talking about doing is a kind of almost like a profit share. You're going to get a payment based on what they collected.
$3,000 under Trump.
I want to see how this thing started here. Let's see how this thing kind of got underway. Wow, it's I guess it must have just started. There you go. Let's see.
First began hearing the word affordability. Our border was open, and because of this, our country was.
So it just seems like more like a state of the
and I
nation
think
here.
Most would than anyone. 3,000 years, peace to the Middle East, and secured the release of the hostages, both living and dead. Here at home, we're bringing our economy back to over the last 5 months. Next year, you will also see the results of the largest tax cuts in American history that were really accomplished through our great, big, beautiful bill, perhaps the most
Beautiful,
sweeping
big. It was big and
legislation
beautiful.
ever passed in Congress.
Right.
We wrapped 12 different bills up into one.
Okay, one big, beautiful. It was beautiful, Jeff. It was a beautiful big bill. Okay, I thought we'd just pop in there and see what he was up to. But we're going to get on to some other things about how the Democrats, not only anti-crypto, they're anti-innovation. They're pretty much anti-anything that's good for the American people. But if you're illegal and you're broken or illegally, let's give you money, let's give you housing, let's give you food, let's give you whatever you need over somebody, over our vets, over people that came here legally, who get up and work every day and bring value to the U.S. and pay tax. Like, oh, some won't pay taxes. Well, great. I'll tell you what, come here legally. Now, what country as nice is the USA that says, hey, if you self-deport, it will give you $1,000, and if you leave, you can actually apply to come back legally. No, most countries kick you out. In other countries, we played that video before, they put 9 months in jail, or you get kicked out of the country. It's very rare, Jeff, that you're going to get that kind of leniency. But here is Bernie Sanders, the socialist loser, who's done very little in his storied career. He's never done anything else. He was a hippie that was a loser. Now he's an old politician who's a loser, who's gone brain dead. But this is what he wants to do to AI.
For joining me. Let us be clear. AI.
It's so funny when Democrats say "let us." As soon as you say "let us be clear," that means everything you say after that is going to be complete and utter of bullshit. Obama patented. Let me be clear. We're gonna do. Remember that he used to do that, Jeff? Let me be clear, and he was not clear.
Right.
So he wants
They're
to be
never
clear,
clear.
Jeff. And Bernie Sanders is going to tell you how to do it.
Thanks for joining me. Let us be clear.
Oh yes.
AI and robotics are the
clear.
most
You have this. Do you think this is going to have anything to do with democracy? Because the other thing that Democrats like to throw around, Jeff, is they like to call the U.S. a democracy, which we are not. We are a constitutional republic. We have 3 branches of government. We are governed by our Constitution, and we limit the power of the government. They want to get rid of the Constitution. But come on, somehow this is going to be about democracy. I can tell you, it's not democracy if we don't have freedom for all.
transformative technologies in the history of
His
humanity,
voice is annoying.
Thank you.
and will have a profound
Profound.
impact on the lives of every man, woman, and child in our country.
So far, it's boring.
Just a few points that we need to be thinking about.
What do we should need to think?
One,
Please, Bertie, tell us.
who is aggressively pushing these technologies? Well, surprise, surprise. It happens to be the very wealthiest people on earth, people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Peter Thiel, Bill Gates, and other multi-billionaires.
Oh, you lost me at Bill Gates, but everything else is cool. You got the Bill Gates. But Jeff, why is this a problem? Why do we hate the rich so much, who create jobs, who create innovation, who take a rocket and blow it into space and then bring it back down and land it again? A rocket that's like 8 stories tall and massive. Why do we hate people who create electric vehicles that people want? Why do we hate people like Peter Thiel, who told kids, you don't have to go to school. If you come up with an idea, I'll fund you and I'll pay you not to go to school, and I'll launch your startup. You know, the Thiel, what do you call? I forget what he calls it, the Thiel, but that started years ago and it's been massively successful. These kids they skip college, they go right to business. They have these amazing businesses. A lot of them are getting acquired. But meanwhile, this guy here wants to be legacy, old school, and it's rich people that are thinking, well, who do you think? You think poor people are inventing AI? Let's be honest. You think he can go into the slums of any major city and say, you know what kind of AI idea do you have? I mean, this is utterly stupid.
So here is a very simple question I'd like you to think about.
Please.
Do you believe that these guys, these multi-billionaires, are staying up nights worrying about what AI and robotics will do to the working families of our country?
Yeah, so let's never innovate. Let's let China win the AI race, Jeff, and let's sit back and do nothing. Sounds like a great idea, Jeff. This is the same tired argument throughout history. Remember when they started, and when car manufacturers, they started putting robotics to. Well, meanwhile, you know how many mistakes are made by humans? They're still in plants. This was like the thing. You remember, computers were going to get rid of like people that did stuff manually and spreadsheets. You used to have you're gonna fire 10 people because now one spreadsheet can do it. One person can manage a spread. Like throughout the history, the internet's going to create problems. Or no one's going to go to banks anymore because they can do their online banking. I had to actually I had to get a bank check, Jeff, and I was like, I'm sorry, I haven't had checks for how long? I said, I think the last year, I think I got rid of them in 97 or 98. So every once in a while, I got to create a bank right? And my wife has them, or I would borrow one from her. But what do I need that for? I hardly ever go to a bank. They're still around apparently, but
it's amazing because when you listen to what he's saying, he's actually arguing for the people to allow them to have unfettered power. And it's not transparent. It's super murky, just the way they like it. They want to pull all the strings. They want to hold all the power. That's why they don't like all these different elements. They don't like efficiency. They definitely don't like transparency. So the more efficient we get, the less likely we are to allow them to corrupt the system. The less efficient we are, the more confusing what they do is. They can hide all their shenanigans. And that's kind of how it's been. And look at the 4 years under Biden, how chaos driven everything was, to the point they covered everything up. They lied about everything leading up to Biden, what they did to Trump from 2015, all lies, all deception, but it was just buried and hidden in the chaos of mainstream media and the chaos of what was orchestrated at the government levels, how they, even now what we're seeing, the discussion and debate between the FBI and the DOJ at the time when they came to raid Mar-a-Lago, and it looks like the FBI didn't want to do it, and then the DOJ was forcing him to do it, and there's all sorts of documentation and proof source on all these different instances, but it's all based on chaos, and that's what he's arguing for. He's not arguing to help the people and elevate the people and limited government. He's talking about massive size government, socialist style government. And now what's crazy about it is that people are relatively stupid, because people get, and not, maybe not on purpose, maybe yes on purpose, maybe they like being naive, maybe they like focusing on their life and not having to worry about politics and everything that's going to influence them and not having to observe. But we just witnessed the mayor of Miami. We just witnessed them electing this socialist woman and putting her in power as the mayor of Miami. First time in 30 years that there's a Democrat in office in Miami, and they think that's somehow going to end well. Miami has been skyrocketing, development, building,
100%.
growth, and all of a sudden they're going to put someone that wants to do the exact opposite. They want to do what they've done in Broward County. I mean, it's unbelievable. It just doesn't make any sense. Ceci's saying that Trump is hot tonight. It's on fire. I want to see what he has to say about Venezuela, and then, blockading all these other crazy countries and starting to get rid of people, kick all the illegals out of this country, and then hold Europe accountable for allowing them to go crazy. I would like to see that. Maybe higher tariffs on Europe for all the illegals they let into their own country and the damage.
Let's listen to what the hell Bernie's talking about. He's talking about. He says a lot of words. He says nothing.
In the world.
He says nothing.
Well, I don't think so.
I think
that these very, very rich men want even more wealth and even more power.
Yeah.
And for a whole bunch of reasons.
That's pretty.
All right, so let's go back to when the Fed came into existence. Who were the people that made the Fed happen? The very rich people in the government that wanted the government to control you and rule you so that they could have. That's not this. This is innovation, right? Who built the railroads, right? Who built, if you look at the men who were we don't have any innovation or the things grew out of that because we had rich men who put their money and risked it on their line. We don't have a car. We don't have like an Edison. We don't have a light bulb. We don't have, they became very rich men, some rich women. So so his answer is, don't do anything. This is dangerous. What a nut job.
It is very dangerous.
Oh my God, he just said that. I just said that.
What will AI and robotics mean economically for the working class of this country? Well, don't listen to me.
Don't worry, we're not going to.
Listen to the people who are developing those technologies.
We do.
Elon Musk recently said, quote, AI and robots will replace all jobs,
including yours,
Bernie, will be optional, end quote. Bill Gates predicted that humans, quote, won't be needed for most things, end quote.
Perfect, I love it.
Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic, warned that AI could lead to the loss of half of all entry-level white-collar jobs.
There you go.
Question: if AI and robotics eliminate millions of jobs and create massive unemployment, how will people survive
if
they have no income? And I don't want to break the bad news to you, though it won't shock you, but very few members of Congress are seriously thinking about
Well, your job's going to be gone too, so we don't have to worry about your thinking.
Something I worry about a whole lot, and that is that millions of kids in this country are becoming more and more isolated from.
Millions of kids are starting to learn about history. They're starting to learn about the history of the United States. And they're all conservatives because they've realized that you kept them locked down, you kept them in their, from going to school, from developing, from meeting with their friends over a bunch of lies and bullshit. So no, they don't give a crap about you, dude.
Real human relationships, and are getting their emotional support from AI.
Yeah, sure. Jeff, is your son getting his emotional support from AI?
Oh yeah. Of course, yeah.
God, my daughters my youngest daughter's got more friends. She's like, Bob, you remember this friend, right? This friend. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not supposed to remember like hundreds of people. Yeah, don't you remember that time we did? Yeah, I guess. I don't know what half their friends. but she's got more friends than anybody I've ever met in my life. My God.
For a moment about a future when human beings are not interacting with each other and are spending virtually all of their time with devices instead of people. Is that
This sounds just like an old dude that's completely out the pasture. I mean, he's got very little understanding. Kids go to school, kids are doing stuff, kids are hanging out. It's a new tool, a new way to interact. But look at this. How old is Bernie Sanders? Hey, Siri, how old is Bernie Sanders? Okay, he's my age. No, I'm just kidding. He's 60. He's 84 years old. Okay, my dad's age, 84 years old. My dad passed at 84. So, I mean, my God, I mean, this guy, my dad was into tech though. My dad loved AI. My dad was using AI. He loved tech. This guy does not love tech. And it's funny because I got my dad's devices and I've got like his iPad, and I'm shocked at some of the apps he's got. He's got Anthropic, he's got ChatGPT, he's got cool apps on his phone. And that like really surprised me because I didn't know my dad was like that aware of all this stuff. Bernie doesn't. But you know what Bernie has on his phone? He's got the giant icons, like there's 4 icons per screen, and it's the phone. He probably doesn't even know how to check email on his phone, but he's going to tell you it's the kind of future you want. Hell yeah, it's the kind of future I want, because we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to. What do you think? You're going to have people, just a massive people not working? There has to be. There's going to be something. It's always been figured out.
the kind of future you want?
Yes.
Well, not me.
We don't care. You're not part of our
Needless to
future.
say, there is a whole lot about AI and robotics that needs to be discussed.
You know what, Bernie? Listen, Bernie will be like, when he really can't walk around too much anymore as we age, he'll have a robot doing his laundry, cooking his food, doing all that stuff, and then he'll be like, "Oh, these robotics are pretty good, Jeff." Freaking robotics, he likes it. Jeff, I can't wait. Can you imagine? You get somebody comes in, does all the shit in your house you hate. They do the laundry, they do everything perfect. They fold all your clothes. Do they cook for you? You can send them in your autonomous car and go do groceries for you. It's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be amazing.
Needs to be analyzed. But one thing is for sure, this process is moving very, very quickly, and we need to slow it down.
No, we don't. We need to move faster.
We need all of our people involved in determining the future of AI, and not just a handful.
Thank God for the handful of billionaires that we have this. And first of all, well, I'll talk about. I saw David Sachs in an interview. He said that the GDP is 4%. He was saying that half of that is being attributed to AI. NVIDIA is worth more than every public company in Germany, UK, and France. Okay, with right behind it, Apple and Microsoft. This is innovation. This is the United States. We get the smartest people from around the world to come here, who want to thrive, who want to contribute, come here legally, or they come here on a visa. And that's who's building this country. It's the best and brightest, not just in the US, but from around the world. And you, my friend, are an old relic
Of multi-billionaires. That is why, for a start, I will be pushing for a moratorium on the construction of data centers that are powering this unregulated sprint to develop and deploy AI. This moratorium will give democracy a chance to catch up with the transformative changes that we are witnessing, and make sure that the benefits of these technologies work for all of us, not just the wealthiest people on earth. Thank you very much.
No, I mean, what a jackass. What an absolute fool. We need to slow it down. Oh yeah, let's trust the Democrats because they're anti-crypto. They want to slow that down. And we got a 4+ year slowdown on that. David Sachs, why do I still have that one in there? Stop the screen there. And what do we have here? Stop that. I have all these windows open here. But I want to talk a little about David Sachs. Now, David Sachs is the crypto czar, and here he is. He also is in the All In podcast, but he said Bernie makes it clear the debate over AI is not about states' rights or affordability. He would block new data centers, even if states want them and they can generate their own power. It's about stopping progress completely so China wins the AI race. Thank you for your honesty, Senator. Of course, That was a nice way to say go F yourself. Thank you very much, David Sachs. David Shapiro says, I'm sorry, but this is not how progressivism is supposed to work. Building data centers creates immediate jobs. Building data centers empowers the United States. A powerful nation can afford to have bad ideas like this one. Left-wing populism is dumb. And yes, I'm a progressive, not a liberal. So here you have a progressive guy who's saying this isn't how it's supposed to work. Progressivism, which differs from classic liberalism. We don't even have classic liberals anymore. Liberalism today doesn't even reflect classic liberalism. But the progressivism is just what it is. You progress. You're supposed to embrace this stuff. And he's saying the left-wing populism is dumb because it really doesn't work. And he's a progressive. So that he's calling them out. You know, even progressives are calling out Bernie Sanders. Chris Bake, who I love, and puts out some funny stuff. He said, I'll be pushing for a moratorium on taxes. Moratorium will give democracy a chance to catch up and ensure that the benefits of taxes work for all of us, not just the socialist politicians who own 5 houses and retire with an $80 million stock portfolio from insider trading. Well said, my man. Well said, 100%.
Exactly. I like that.
This is
shut them down. You got to shut these guys down.
Bernie is going. This is Jason, who's also Jason from the All In podcast as well. Bernie is going full decel, which means only one thing: we need to go faster. 100% agree with that. Duria Unimeds MD says, I'd like to push for even faster AI data center construction to enable super intelligent AI that can help us develop brain aging reversal, aiding people like Senator Bernie Sanders, who seems to have lost the cognitive capacity due to aging to understand AI's critical importance. This is a medical doctor, professor, biomedical engineer, and scientist, immunologist, longevity and cancer immunology, all in on AI and the United States. His interests are bio AI, robotics, space, sci-fi, and singularity. I mean, Bernie just got ripped on this thing, dude. It was so. I don't even understand why a socialist nut job like this even does it. I said the Democrats are anti-innovation. Why, you ask? Democracy. Although the United States is a constitutional republic, why would anyone elect a Democrat when they're anti-innovation, anti-decentralization, and anti-crypto? I don't know. Here's Justine Moore. She's with AZ. Let's see. Let's pull up her. What is her profile there? God, I gotta zoom out here. I know I see her stuff. Yeah, she's a partner over at A16Z and Andreessen Horowitz. The video is a great example why you should be forced to demonstrate even a basic understanding of something before trying to regulate it. Alex Finn. When my grandpa was 84, he was in a retirement home sipping Pedialyte and watching replays of Celtic games from the 60s. You're 84 and trying to legislate a global economy. Something's wrong with this picture. Gordon Winthrop. What do you recommend people build instead, or just no building until you give the green light? Data Republican. I'm so sick of democracy because everything's democracy. Yes. Let's stop the American innovating and wealth creation. Ben Grossman, why are progressives so anti-progress? Sounds communist. Group photo of everyone Bernie Sanders has lifted out of poverty. There you go, Bernie Sanders. Jared Tate, Senator, it's like banning ink after the printing press was invented in 1440 or cutting telephone lines due to the internet in 94. Congress can't even pass crypto legislation after 16 years. 500/535 of don't have a clue of how AI works. This will push AI compute to space. And here's Brian Kassenstein, who's a hardcore supporter of Biden, hates Trump. He said, my fear is China leaping ahead of us, though. So there's like nobody in his corner. David Kruger, thanks for taking a stand on this. We urgently need a global pause at AI scaling. Anyone want to guess who this guy is? He's not a conservative, I'll tell you that. Mike Solana, God, you're so old and stupid. Please just effing go away. Shibatoshi Nakamoto, translation, I want China to win the AI race. Hans Nelson, I once again ask you to harm yourself and your country. This is a fool's errand, Bernie. Build the data center so America can create the machine god first. This is troglodyte take. Mike Solana, my fantasy is you're forced into a lie detector test and we get you to answer questions like, in the 70s, were you rooting for the Soviet Union? And would it be better that the average person is poorer provided everyone paid the same amount of money? I mean, so for everyone we've read, there's only one person that agrees with him. The 1%. Does this still work on people? To be fair, this doesn't benefit the 1%. It's there you go. Howard, no, I enjoy your demeanor. Work very hard in 2016 to make sure the media took notice of you. But you have zero awareness when it comes to your bad habit of applying two-body problem logic to a three-body problem solution. Here's another guy. So out of the three liberals we've heard from, one's like, yeah, Bernie. And the other two are like, this sucks. Jeff Lutz, Xi approves of your dipshit strategy. I mean, it's just nonstop. So it's always funny. You go into any of these posts by these guys, they have very little support, Jeff. Elizabeth Warren's like a guy. I've scrolled all the way to the bottom of some of hers, like 300, 400, 500 comments. Not one person saying yes. So who are they really talking to? Who is their audience?
I don't know.
I
Who
think
their
just want to
audience
be. I think just want to be ripped on by Jeff. Though this made me laugh a lot. What I love about what's going on, the stuff I'm seeing come out of official accounts is amazing. I never thought in my life I'd see stuff where they're not putting out, talking points and blah, blah. Well, they are, but I'm just saying, but they're doing it with being clever. Look at this one. This one is, Franklin, that frog or whatever he is. He's the kids' books. Classic Franklin story. Franklin becomes a deportation judge. I don't know if you ever read that Franklin books to your kids, but they're the kids' books. So they did this little parody as a judge. Franklin becomes a deportation judge. And it says up here, this is from the U.S. Department of Justice. Franklin is helping write the next chapter of America. You can too. We're looking for patriotic legal professionals to serve as deportation judges. Your work will have generational consequences. Apply today. Join.justice.gov. But that frayed some feathers. David Frum, who's a complete and utter moron. He's from the Atlantic. Okay, the guy's a complete. We are ready to stuff, Jeff, but you know who David Frum.
Oh yeah.
He writes, the Franklin character was created by Canadian writer Paulette Bourgeois for Kids Press creators. And so the intellectual property theft committed here by the U.S. Department of Justice is a form of transactional organized crime. Oh, come on, please pipe down, dude. Pipe down a little bit. Pipe down.
So people don't realize, some people have joined in here a little bit later, but we do have 5 kick-ass, badass Yetis. This is total badassery, Chip. 5 from the Christmas special. So they're actually part of this series right here, Badass Yetis Holiday Spirits. We got 5 of them. Look at that. We got the white tribe, blue tribe, 3 from the blue tribe, and 1 yet unseen, yet unminted special release, 1 from the black tribe.
Which we have not released yet, so that's a very special Yeti. First one to get a black Yeti.
First one out there is going to get a black Yeti. And we've got these guys. Each one of these are pretty amazing. So if you really dig in and look at them, they've got some attributes. So if you go down through here, look at their properties. This is one of the bandits. So we got the Christmas tree in the back. Got a large grin with this guy. His name is Bell Snare. He's part of the white tribe, and he's got this nice double-headed axe. And then we've got this guy from the Templars, real nice guy right there. Then we've got Pathfinders. Look at that. Got a nice smile. He's got his little present. Each one of them getting ready to give a present. I'm not sure if that's a giveaway present or if these are weapons. So here's the Mentalist. He blasts your mind. Yeah. You never know.
A bomb. Boom.
But here we go. Each one of them. This guy is Noel Null. That's the guy's name right there. Noel Null from the Badass Yetis Blue Tribe. And yet to be released from the Black Tribe. This guy is Voidborn. There he is.
Zoom in on some of his details there, Jeff.
So each one of them has got a nice description.
Zoom in on his details.
They want to see some detail.
Yeah,
there you
it's
go.
kind of hard to see because it's dark. There you go.
Look at that.
There you go. Black Yetis. They all kind of look very similar to that.
I like the face. I like the beard.
Yeah, it's cool, man. They're cool. They're cool creatures, man.
Guy's really cool. Always kick ass.
There you go.
Here you go.
There you have it. So, guys, hang on because we're giving away some Yetis. We got 11 in here. You have a 5 and 11 chance of winning a Yeti, which is incredible. Sanders keeps acting like he's the icon of morality. What a total worm, says Jim D. Jim D also says, we need a new bill. Mandate all hijacked Venezuelan oil tankers to be sold to fuel USA AI data centers. I like it.
That's what we got to do.
Guys, type in Yeti, Bigfoot. It's not Bigfoot, that's Yeti. It's Yeti.
So
Looks like Bigfoot.
here you
Looks
go.
a little like Bigfoot, though.
This guy here from the Bandits tribe. He's from the White Tribe. But forged in frost, wrapped in holiday chaos, Bell Snare is the laughing executioner of the White Tribe clan bandits. Don't let the grin fool you. This Yeti raids the winter roads with steel in hand and a mischief in his heart, crowned in Santa red and armed with a double-bladed axe. Bell Snare is the one who shows up when the snow falls heavy and the rules fall apart. He doesn't steal Christmas, he claims it. Bells on his belts mark the sound of doom for anyone foolish enough to stand in his way. Right there.
There you go, baby. Yeah, he's laughing now, but he won't be laughing later. You get a double when he swings that blade. I like they're all wearing the Santa hats. That's very festive.
No,
all right, well, here we go. We're going to go ahead and let's give away the first one, Jeff.
All right, let's do it. Let's go down the list.
Let's go ahead and
that's going to be the first one we give away. We're going to queue up some music.
I'll tell you what we have right here, Jeff. We have 12. You have
12.
a 5 and 12 chance to win. So type Yeti if you're in here. Type Yeti. We're giving away 5. 5 Yetis. You got 12 in there right now. Poker Bob says, I'm due this time. Yeah, well, you have a 5 out of 12 chance. It's pretty good. So let's go, guys. Yeti. Who else? We got 12 in here. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and pull it. Let's see who's going to win the first one. Is this the first one? We got Bell Snare.
Down there you go. Bell Snare.
First one. Who's the first one? Bell Snare.
Bell Snare. Put it up on the.
Let's put Bell Snare. There we go. Ready? And he wants the Black Yeti. Calls him Ebony Yeti. Ebony Yeti. Okay. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's winning? Get your Examen wallet ready. Or Joey wallet, or whatever you use to connect. Boom. Ed wins. Ed wins. Bell Snare. Ed, we need to have your wallet. I don't know if we might have it too, because I think you've won before. Ed Franzglowski is that how you say it? Franzglowski? Franzglowski was the big winner here. Big winner. With the picture of Brad and David there for his now if you would, you can put this Yeti up there for your
yeah. Put that Yeti in place. Be sweet.
There we go. Come on, we got to hear from you, Ed. We know you're here, so let's hear. There he is. Boom. See, getting your wallet. Good man. Well, go ahead and get that wallet. We'll go ahead and do another giveaway, Jeff.
Hang on.
You have a 4 and 11 chance to win because.
Oh wait. Then we got to figure out what it's going to be. Who's going to be next?
Yeah, post your address, Ed. We got to post it. And let us know because he probably posted on YouTube and we don't see it here sometimes. So
let me open up another one so we can keep track. Post that address. Next one up is the Templar.
Okay, there we go, guys. Templar. You want to put it up there? That's it. That's Snow Cleaver. Snow Cleaver is who you are playing for, guys. So whoever wins that will win Snow Cleaver.
Let me get Ed's address real quick. And
you got Ed's address? Beautiful.
Oh, hang on. Let me send this bad boy over to you.
Dang, my phone lost my wallet, so I'm bowing out until I find it. Okay.
Now.
Okay, John Doe, which means you're pretty much guaranteed to win tonight. That's how it works.
Exactly. The next drawing is John Doe.
Yeah.
All right. Let me send this bad boy over to Ed. Give me 1 second.
That's Yetis. How did your phone lose your wallet? That's weird, dude.
It's weird that one's up. All right. The first one is gone.
Bell Snare's gone to Ed. OG on the chain fam member. Congratulations, Ed. Psyched for you, man. You guys got these are 1 of 5. Don't exist anywhere else. They're very rare because they're 1 of 5. All right. Let's throw the next one up. What do we got next on tap here, Jeff? What's the next one we're giving away?
By mistake again.
Last show of the year, guys. We're giving away some Christmas Yetis that Jeff and I teamed up to put together. Snow Cleaver, let's do it. Snow Cleaver, he's got that little cool mistletoe right over there with the bell. Beautiful.
Right.
Okay.
There we go.
Here we go. So let's do the let's do it. Ready? Here we go. Let's see who's gonna win.
Next.
Draw again. Boom, 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 boom. Who is it? It is boom. Ice Wine wins. Ice Wine, a big time winner. I think we have your wallet, but you ended up with Snow Cleaver. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. There you go. I know we have your wallet, so we don't have to wait because you are already in there.
Go. Ice Wine.
Ice Wine. Beautiful.
One.
You're welcome, man. Thank you for being a OTC family member and always coming in and checking in. And Ed's one of the few guys that always points out, smash the likes. I love that. You got to remind people how many times, sometimes I've watched stuff. I don't even like the video. I watch a whole 20 minutes. I don't like it. I don't smash the thumbs up. And, look, so that does help the algorithm. So I always appreciate you coming in and telling people what to do. Everyone's got a lot of congrats. Rod Hale says congrats.
Ice Wine. Ice Wine just got
Grazie.
Snow.
Beautiful.
Snow
Grazie. Beautiful.
Gone, I say.
All right, so let's see. We're down to 10. 3 out of 10 chance to win. Those are pretty good odds. Let's see who the next winner is. Well, put the next one up. What are we playing for here, Jeff?
Yeah, we got rid of the Templar. So number 3.
Gone. What do we have next?
Hang on, let me share
your screen, son.
Oh, take yours down, put that one up. There it is. Look at that right there. That is a path finder. Look at that glow. He's got his little present. He looks happy. He looks so welcoming, but that's all a facade. Because you get too close, many things. So you just got to be, and he is number 1226, by the way. So get ready. We're giving away our
Yeah.
Oh. All right. All right, I'll see it after. No, I can't. What is that from?
The Dictator.
Oh, that's from the Dictator.
What do we got going on?
Aaron, look at this great badass Yeti. Look at this Pathfinder. It's a Christmas special Pathfinder.
Wow.
Yeah, look at this one.
How do you, wow, you're sweating.
Yep, because it's hot in here.
He's sweating.
Sweating balls.
We can't see Aaron on screen, dude.
Yep. Here, come in the screen.
No, we can't even. There you go. Dude, look at the wild, crazy hair, man. Holy cow. Letting that hair grow.
I have to continue sweating.
All right.
Your dad's not hassling you about your hair yet?
No, he just had it done.
Oh.
When are you getting a haircut? Getting a haircut tomorrow.
That's what my dad used to say to me. When are you getting a haircut? I'm like, the 10th of never.
The what? Oh, yeah, Ali's house. Mañana? Okay.
I told my parents that they let me get that long hair my craze out of me when I was in high school instead of making me cut my hair. I probably wouldn't have had long hair later, but I did. But I did. Look at this, Jeff. I got a little.
I see that.
See?
Gonna get it shaved off around the
No, I'm
side.
not going back to it. I'm just it's a lot easier to keep it out of my face because it's kind of long. But look at, there we go. Frostbell's next.
All right,
guys, who's gonna win Frostbell? Let's go. Let's go to Frostbell. Who's the winner? We saw Ice Wine 1. Who's the next one up? Who will it be? Tick 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 and boom! Poker Mope. He said he was due. Poker Mope wins. He knew he was due. I think we have Poker Mope's address as well.
Let's see.
Do a search on that. I'm pretty sure we have Poker Mope because he's won here. I think he's won. When did he say that?
No, he's not one. Hasn't won a white. Let me go to the blue.
What about a blue?
Let me check. Hang on.
I know he said he was due here somewhere.
Okay, let's see. Let's go into the blues. Oh, gonna stop. Gotta go to giveaways. Let's see here.
Hey, Poker posted it right there, dude.
Let me see if he's.
There's his wallet. Congratulations. Poker Moat
Yep.
wins. Big
No,
winner. Chicken dinner. And he did think he was going to be due, and he was right. Jim D
Right.
said it looks like he's stoned. Well, that's why he's so happy. I don't know. Could be.
He
Jenny
posted
Porch Pirate. There you go.
on chat. There it is, right there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you got an original one, dude. These are one-offs. This is the 2025 Christmas edition Yeti special ones.
Oh,
That's special, yo. Yeah, man. Merry Christmas. Absolutely. Okay, guys, we still have 2 more to give away. And the last, we'll save the best for last. Jim D has his heart on the Black Yeti for the Black Yeti tribe. Not been released yet. We thought we'd have a little fun with a Yeti that you guys haven't seen yet. So let's see.
All right. That's it. Poker Moat has got the.
Hey, you're welcome, man. Thank you for being a big supporter. Thank you for coming in here, man. We appreciate you guys.
Oh.
This is an appreciation for all of you guys. We wouldn't do this otherwise it'd be just Jeff and I talking to us, which we spent a lot of time doing before the show, but it's way more fun with you guys. Okay, look at that. We have somebody that just got added there. So Yeti, you got XRP.
Oh, yeah.
What does it say? Bornak Army? Bornak
Yes.
Army. There you go.
From board.
All right, well, good. We got an extra one in there. Good one for there. Let's go ahead and let's draw. Jeff, show them what they're up against. What are they going to win here? What are they playing for?
What are we playing for?
Let's go.
Brand new.
Show it up. You got to show the screen. Keep your screen up there, dude. Oh, you
Have
just
to keep removing. Oh, you know what? I just need to hit hide. There we go. Edit. Look at this guy. This is the mentalist. Look at that detail. Man, look at that Christmas tree. He's got a present. This guy will blast your brain.
Yeah. Badass Yeti. What's his name, Jeff? Noel Null.
Noel Null.
Noel Null. I like that.
Noel Null.
Noel Null. I like that. It's a cool name. Who's going to win them? We're about to find out because I'm putting this up on the stage
Right now.
I hate that you have to remove it first. That's dumb. Go back to the way it used to be. And let's see who the next winner is. You got a 2 and 1 11 chance to win. Let's go. And the winner is boom, XRP Oracle Army. He just posted it right there. Look at that, man. It always pays to play. And you have won Noel Null. A one-off of the Badass Yeti Army Tribe. Nice. Congratulations. We're gonna need your Zaman wallet. We know you're here because you posted that about a second ago. So we know you're here. We need to get you we need your Zaman wallet.
It's already posted it.
There it is, boss. Beautiful. Nice going, man. Congratulations, my man. Or my gal. I don't know if you're a man or a gal. Boricua Army. There you go. 4087. Yeah. Congrats. Get your Zaman wallet. Go in there. And copy and paste it in, which you did. So you're good.
It's number 4. 4 have posted.
Did 3 winners post?
Yes.
4. It's the 4th.
We got all of them.
Yeah, this is the 4th. Yep. This is the 4th one.
So, Jim, we're on number 5 from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Gosh, I can't wait to go to Puerto Rico, man.
I haven't been there in a while.
I haven't been there at all, man. But it's funny because I was at a wedding, and our friends from Puerto Rico, and there were a lot of people from Puerto Rico in the at the wedding. So yeah, they were talking about it. I was just like, oh man, it sounds beautiful. I was seeing pictures. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. I gotta get there. But yeah, big Puerto Rican and family. So a lot of people came from Puerto Rico. It was very cool. It's really nice. Yeah, nice job on the wallet addresses. I gotta say, it's moving along very good. Guys, this is the last one. Jeff, show them what they're playing for. Put up the Badass Yeti Black Tribe, as Jim D calls it, the Ebony Tribe member. But we've got a Purple Tribe done, and we've got a Black Tribe done. But before that, in the beginning of the new year in January, we're launching Our badass chimps.
Yeah.
There you go.
Badass chimps.
Yeah, click on that puppy and let's put them up. There we go. Boom. Look at that, Jeff. Let's go, baby. Yeah. What's nice about these guys, they blend right into the mountainside. You don't even see them against that mountain in the background. They just move. They're very stealth. And they're tall. They're taller. They're like the tallest of the tribe. They're the tallest Yetis.
I think he's towering over the Christmas tree.
Yeah, he's like the Jeff, the 7 known as elders. He's like an elder height.
He is the elder height.
So, all right, here we go, guys. This is the last one of the Christmas bonanza. This is our last show of 2025. We'll see you guys all next year. Probably that Saturday after New Year's. So, guys, take a break. Enjoy yourselves. But let's see who the winner is. Let's draw this puppy. Tick, 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 tick. Who's going to get the exclusive Black Badass Yeti? Cash Velocity, man. Who just said, nice job on the wallet addresses. Let's see if you, I think we have yours too. I don't think we need it. I think we have yours. Cash Velocity. Congratulations on winning this amazing badass Black Yeti edition. Look at that. Gotta love that, man. That's awesome. Congrats, Cash. Beautiful, baby. Awesome, man.
Cash Velocity.
You do have his wallet address, right?
Rigged. So rigged.
So rigged. It's only rigged. It's rigged if you win. It's rigged if you don't win. Zoberg.
Rigged.
All.
So rigged.
Good, guys. We gave away 5 Yetis. Christmas special edition Yetis. You got to love it, man. Special. Special, baby. Transfer it, Jeff.
Velocity.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for being a big supporter here. Appreciate you guys. Merry Christmas, all. Happy New Year. Going mobile now. All right. Sounds good, Jim D. Thank you for... We'll get a special message to leave you guys with, so don't miss it. Before we get out of here, we're going to send a special message. And greetings and wishing.
You got your...
Merry Christmas to all. It's day 2 or 3 of Hanukkah. I forget which. Day 3, maybe?
Day 4.
Day 4. Oh, God. Day 4.
Or night 4.
I haven't been keeping up. Day 4 of Hanukkah. Wishing everyone a Hanukkah. And if you celebrate Kwanzaa, I'm sorry. Made up by a guy who lived in prison. So there you go. Yeah, Merry Kwanzaa. And that's all we have, guys, for you. We're gonna leave you with a special end of the year message. Go out there and crush it. Go out there and be the best you can be next in 2026. Keep fighting the good fight. We appreciate everything you guys do. You guys come in here, you support us. We appreciate you guys coming in, making time to show up for these 3 hours plus 3 hours plus a week that we spend. But we do really appreciate you guys. You guys make the show better because of your involvement and because you're the smartest of all the people in the XRP community out there. That's why you show up here. Jeff, what do you want to say? You're special. And I wish everybody a happy new year, because I won't, we'll see you next year. Jeff, what do you got to say?
Very happy new year. And same thing as Chip said. Appreciate everybody for coming in here, supporting us. We're coming to the conclusion of 2025 and onward to amazing things for 2026. We're looking forward to where 26 brings us. I think 26 is going to be a phenomenal year. It's all been building up for 2026.
Yeah, and I wish Charles all the best in the playoffs. I watched that Pittsburgh game last night. Pittsburgh's good this year. I don't like your coach. I don't think anybody does. I think he gets you to the playoffs every year, then he lets you down. But and that defense, for the highest paid defense, but at least you guys have name brand defense. The Bills have nobody. I don't even know who's going to be showing up at the week. And we lost our kicker. We had to get some guy off of waivers that's 30 years old, and a replacement kicker got a quad injury, and our kicker's out for the year. So it's always been rough. Been a good year. See you guys next year when we are all wealthy. I like that, Rod. I like that. Thank you for the well wishes, guys. Really appreciate you guys. And we will see you on the next one, which will be probably the Saturday after, because I think Wednesday is New Year's, right?
I believe so.
So we won't be broadcasting New Year's, but it'll be that Saturday, the 3rd, maybe. Is it the 3rd or 4th? On that Saturday. That's the next time we'll see you guys. So a little sabbatical, take some time off, enjoy family, friends. for whatever holiday you do celebrate. But it's always a great time for family. And we wish you guys all the best. And we'll see you on the next one. Wait, I was gonna go out without the video. Here we go. See you on the next one. Chip and Jeff. Oh.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.